It's Friday, a chilly morning, but an exciting one because I'm sure everybody knows the weekend is loading. The show is coming to you live from digital address GA099259 in Kokomemli, Accra, on DSTV channel 421 and GoTV channel 144. The show is Joy News Interactive, and our social media handle for Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram is Joy News on TV. My name is Selinam Ampo. Dumso is back, Dumso is back, Dumso is back. That's the chorus social media users have been singing this morning because finally the Power Distribution Service has released a timetable for its power rationing. 8 regions are set to be affected by the first official load shedding, which starts today. The decision to take this schedule was taken by a meeting between PDS and the Volta River Authority, the Public Utilities and Regulation Commission, on Thursday. On the timetable released, some areas of Tema and Accra would from 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. have to enjoy some doom. Social media users have been reacting to this, and let's read some of those tweets. We have Abuaje who says, I tweeted about hashtag Dumso's comeback a while back, and people were quick to devour me. How do you guys feel now? And Delano says, why you guys won't give us proper schedule so that we can plan ahead rather than this tot press release. Hashtag Dumso is back. You people must admit, disgusting. And Akwesi says, after the rains, the floods, all hashtag total darkness, I still refuse to shout hashtag Dumso. And Junior says, at Sako, dear bossy, be like you for do remix, give your hashtag Dumso track, because hashtag Dumso is back. And Nazir says, if Dumso stops, then there's no campaign for 2020 elections because we are Ghanaians. Our resolution is based on hashtag Dumso. And Mayor says it's back. Hashtag Dumso. Why can't the government be real for just a day? And Flexi Carter says Dumso well cooked. Dafom Boko. Hashtag Dumso. And Kweku Mensa, this is a comment from Facebook. Kweku Mensa says, I hope this is not Dumso timetable because this government said Dumso is a thing of the past. Emmanuel says, I will get myself a generator. He's planning ahead. And we have Joseph who says, we can't even read all these names. They should just say it's Greater Accra and Ashanti region as Aba. And this is from Crystal who says they should have simply put it by saying hashtag the whole of Accra. And Selam Kwashiga says they should add the timetable for subsequent days for us to prepare towards it. We have another comment from Reggie who says this one, dear, they should have just typed the whole of Accra to save ink. Still on this, for some time now, we have been experiencing either intermittent power supply or intermittent water supply. This has made some Ghanaians uncomfortable. So let's flip the page. If you had the chance to choose between intermittent power supply and intermittent water supply, which would you choose and why? Let's hop on to Facebook to read some of those comments. And this is Flexi who says, I have a well in my house and that will never affect me. And Kwame STC says, buying 15 sachet waters to buy will cost you 3 cedis. Buying petrol for your generator will cost you not less than 25 cedi for an hour. So the opportunity cost of choosing electricity is water forgone. We get you. And Fatayi says, please cut the water. I can always get pure water. And Ikuya says, none, because they are both basic to human survival. And we have Enoch who says, can your tap flow when there's no electricity? Just asking you. The option may just be one. Light can be without water, but not the other way. And Fatayi replies, says, Enoch Nijiru, water works off pressure, not electricity, unless you are not connected to the mains or you don't have a polytank. And we have Crystal who says, I can get hashtag borehole done for me forever in my house and I'll pay for it just once, but not with electricity. And Morris says, none of the above. Mami Adra also comments, neither. None of those situations should ever be normalized. We are paying for those services for Christ's sake. And Hafiz says he would rather pick electricity. We have a comment from Josh Kofi Stone who says, water, they say, is life. With water, you can have alternative power. There's nothing like alternative water. Well, away from that, the Metropolitan Catholic Archbishop of Cape Coast, Most Reverend Gabriel Palmer Buckle, says NDC and NPP must share ideas to solve Ghana's problems. He says the two leading political parties should just stop trading insults and rather trade ideas on how to solve Ghana's problems. What are your thoughts on this? Let's hop onto Facebook to read some of those comments. And we have Nana Kojobedu who says they have the same ideas, so nothing new will come up. Chiefs, market women, religious leaders, leaders of professional groups, students, and identifiable groups should all come together and develop a blueprint for every sector of the country. That blueprint must be followed by whoever comes. As for the NDC or NPP, they are all the same. And Nana says, they just don't have anything good for us and will never. All they struggle for is how to win power of the nation. And Charles says, yes, they should pack the boots and the chalotes together and solve the problems of the nation. Kofi Asamoah says, NDC didn't offer any solutions in the press conference, only insults, innuendos, and praise singing for the incompetent one. Newman says, unity is power that brings development and progress. We have Nijata who comments, do you think Toyota will share their ideas with Ford? Shaking my head. And Jacob Obin says NPP are comfortable going alone because NDC has no idea to share. We have John who says, what ideas? If they have common ideas, then we should have one party state. It is not possible. And Eric Ajar says, like we are dead, there will be little money left to spend on Ghana. And we have Mustafa who says, if it makes sense though, that as two good heads are better than one. Or in reality, the rejected stone is now the center stone. Hashtag pay attention, NPP. Well, it's time for us to take a breather. And when we are back, we'll give you some most watched videos of the week. Welcome back from that short break. You're still watching Joy News Interactive. Before we went on the break, we were talking about Dumsor being back We're talking about the NPP and NDC sharing ideas, and we asked that question: would you rather cut your water, or you prefer that you have electricity? Which one? And we're going back to Facebook to read some of the comments, and we have Sebastian who said water has no substitute. Yes, for him water has no substitute. And Aliu Mahama says water, so that I can sink a borehole. And as someone says, none, because they are important to my work. And we have Justice also saying electricity cutoff. Although we cannot work without the use of electricity in this modern world, but let me mind you also, human beings can never survive without water. When Abraham Maslow goes on and on and on and on. But keep your comments coming, because we'll do well to read them. Now let's move away from that and let's talk about the RTI, the Right to Information Bill now. Parliament last month passed the Right to Information Bill into law. The law, which will be implemented in January 2020, now awaits presidential assent. But there are concerns about whether or not the RTI law will actually improve transparency in governance. What do you think? Before we read our comments, let's check out a poll on MyJoy Online. And on MyJoy Online, we have the poll. We'll view the poll. We'll take some comments. The comment says, Shadrach says, but I don't trust politicians. They can choose to give you the information, but its authenticity will be an issue altogether. This is a comment from Shadrach. And Desmond also says the information can be given, but as to how is the right one and true is also an issue. We have Ebenezer who comes in with a comment saying, always making noise, NPP. And Isaac says, ha ha ha, that's the NPP for you. Let's take a look at the poll. So now we have the poll. Do you believe the RTI law will actually improve transparency in governance? And the results show that 585 voting definitely, and that's 26.25%, and 1,643 people voting no, it's a ruse. That's 73.74%. Total number of votes is 2,228. Yes, that's the total number of votes. The poll is still open, so you can hop on MyJoy Online and quickly vote. And as I said before we took the break, it's time for us to do our most watched videos. Number one sports, we had 225,000 views, 1.8 thousand reactions, and 1,337 comments, 1,233 shares. It is a video of an Uber driver who was arrested after he allegedly stabbed a passenger. Let's take a look.
In broad daylight at Labone here in Accra, an Uber driver and his passenger haggled over the cost of transportation. The passenger said he will pay 25 cedis, but the driver insisted the cost of a ride was 42 cedis. The end result? A deep cut sustained by the passenger.
I said, I'm ever ready. I'm ever ready to testify.
The passenger, Daniel Isiama, claimed the driver stabbed him.
So you check the fare, and you check the fare, and the fare was 42 cedis. So I questioned him that, no, it's not 42 cedis, because the initial...
That's our first most watched video of the week. At the number 2 spot on the list is Nogopo, a small village located in the Ketu South municipality of the Volta region. It had 171,000 views, 1,194 comments, 2,469 shares, and 2.4 thousand reactions. That video tells us a small story of Nogopo.
The Ketu South municipality of the Volta region of Ghana. The town is shrouded in mystery. The mere mention of the name Nogopo sends shivers down the spines of many. However, Nogopo means stay in peace. You cannot access the entire township freely. There are areas that you cannot enter with your shoes or sandals. At this point, I was compelled to change my clothes. So this is my outfit for today. As you can see, I'm using two of them. One there, and then I'm using the other one to cover up. This, according to the traditionalists, is the right dressing for a woman to the shrine. You cannot go to the shrine with anything. You have to dress and look like this without a sandals. Many people visit the shrine here seeking justice from the gods of Nogokpo, not the legal modern court justice system, but rather a spiritual kind. A regent of Nogokpo, Tobi Amuzu, explains that the gods of the land do not kill unjustly or harm innocent people. Rather, the gods punish unrepentant people whose families sometimes pay the ultimate sacrifice of death. Can you tell us about this time? Do you still, or do the gods still kill fiercely without mercy as it used to be?
Yeah, actually, I can say the shrine used to kill, but it's kill because of what you does, not just to kill you. Maybe you have sold something, or you have offended somebody, or you are lying. So they brought the case here. The shrine must kill you. But everybody must be happy with this shrine, because this shrine help us as a nation a lot. Because there's a statue over there in the shrine, which you could not have a chance to see. It's built by Kwame Nkrumah. Because when the war is going tough, when 1957. Kwame would have to push the strangers away of the country. He could not do it. He visited Nogokpo in 1956. He could see that there's a shrine here.
Last but not least is the story of a 36-year-old Dennis Ayambila, who is unable to treat bed sores after his money was locked up in Men's Gold. The video had 115,000 views, 1.3 thousand reactions, 417 comments, 803 shares. Let's take a look at that video.
Dennis Ayambila is lying on the bed in his white singlet with just a cloth covering his midsection as a urine bag is connected to his penis. He became paralyzed after he was involved in an accident 9 years ago on the Kantampo Road.
I was a nursing student at Panta. I graduated all right, but I wasn't yet given any posting. So after the graduation, I went, but it also coincided with the time that my father passed away. So we had to go and do the funeral. Then on my way, unfortunately, around Kintampo, I was involved in an accident. And then it affected my spinal cord for 9 years now. Actually, when the accident happened, I was first taken to the Kintampo Municipal Hospital. After they made me to do the MRI, they read and they told me that no, I can't walk again. So I should get a wheelchair, and that is where I will sit for the rest of my life.
In January 2018, an insurance company compensated Dennis with 120,000 Ghana cedis.
Actually, my plan was, when I like using my phone to pray like research. So when I did that, I saw a hospital in China who are into this spinal reconstruction.
Well, that's what we have for you on our most watched videos of the week list. Anyways, it's time for us to wrap up on today's version of Joy News Interactive. Join us again next week with me, Selina Ampo, and we'll bring you more stories. Goodbye.